All right, so this is another quick video. This one is about how to save your work whenever it's finished before you submit it to me. Okay, so let's say that your work is done. You've got an animation. It's all wrapped up, right? It looks nice and neat. You're ready to go. I talked about this briefly in the more long form video, but this is just a little moment for you to kind of access that quickly. So down here, I've got my animation all finished up. I'm ready to go. We talked about how to save your work if you want to modify it later. And that's in a separate video, which will be titled appropriately. And it'll say how to save your work for later or something. Okay, so let's see how to save your work whenever you submit it. So the same thing we've done before, whenever we saved our work to save it for later so we can work on it. We're going up here in the top right-hand corner of the screen where it says Save Drawing. Instead of this time hitting the Save As .pixel, we're not going to click Download .png.gif. So our primary concern is this up here. If you have one frame of animation that look a little bit different, and I'll go through that in just a second. So for our purposes up here where it says GIF download, one thing we want to do is we want to set the size of our finished piece a little larger than it actually is. So it's going to be set to 100 by 100 as a default, just whenever you go into that. So what you want to do before you submit it to me is you want to go here and you want to change this to 500 by 500. So 500 x 500. What that does is make it a little bit larger. It makes it more visible for me to be able to see it. So please be mindful of that, as it makes it easier for me, and it makes your work a little bit easier to put other places if you want to do that. So this says 500. This says 500. This says 500 x 500 underneath the GIF download. And the only button you're going to click is this button right here where it says download. I don't care about the frames part or the size of them. I don't care about the layers or the size of them. All I care about is GIF download 500, 500, 500 by 500 and click download. Whenever you click that, little percentage comes up over here. It'll tell you how much you have left to get done whenever it's done downloading, and then save that. So just to kind of show you the difference in size between the two, I'm going to save one as 100 by 100 as well, so you can get a size comparison. I'll click download here. It's downloaded. So now if I bring this up, this is our animation at 500 by 500. And let's go back here. And this is our animation at 100 by 100. You guys can see the difference between these two. This is 500 by 500. This is 100 by 100. Just so you can see how it looks to me. Obviously, with more detailed animation, it's much easier for me to see it this way than it is if I'm looking at it if I'm seeing it this way. So just be mindful of that whenever you save your work. Now, along the way, we are also going to be saving some pieces that don't have any animation. So let's talk about that. So I'm just going to get rid of these little animation frames, and let's go to a different spot. So save drawing again. We're going to go to download.png.gif. Now you'll notice here it no longer says GIF download because it's no longer an animation anymore. It's not a .gif file, .gif file, whatever you want to call it. However, it says 100 by 100. Our primary concern is the frames option here. So whenever we go to that, we're going to go to frames, and we're going to change this to 500 by 500. So again, frames, 500, 500, 500 by 500, and then click download. That's going to happen much faster. Now, if I open this right, I have this image. You'll notice how the background is black. The reason why the background is black is because we didn't put a color in the background. So let's do that for you, just kind of to show you the difference in how it's going to save this. So let's make the background blue. I go to save drawing, I go to download, right? I make sure this is 500, 500, make sure this says 500 by 500. I don't care about the layers. I don't care about uploading a drawing. All I care about is what's on this line right here. Click download. Now I open that. You guys will notice the background is now blue. That's because I put a color there. Before it's just transparent. We talked in the other videos about how this gray and white checkerboard is just a representation of the fact that it is transparent. There's nothing there. If I was to download that, there would be nothing there in the finished piece. So that's how to download your work as a finished piece. When you're ready to submit it to me, I will have a separate video talking about how to submit your work, just to make that clear to you guys. Okay.